All right, we are live on YouTube. How's everybody doing today? How's everyone doing today? I'm trying to get in a walk before the sun goes down. The sun is going to be setting here at about 7:02 p.m. Pacific time, and it's about 6:10 right now. And after the sun sets, you typically have another maybe 15, 20, maybe 30 minutes of decent light. So I should be able to make it up the trail before it gets dark. But anyway, how's everybody doing today? I hope you've all had a great weekend. And my weekend's been quite well. I've been spending some time with my lady. We went out earlier today. And, we went out to the coast to run an errand out there. And they were having this like fog fest. We were out in a town called Pacifica. It's just a little bit south of San Francisco. And they were having this event called Fog Fest. And we went there for other reasons. You can figure that out for yourself. And man, it was a pain in the ass to find parking, but we found parking, took care of business. Before that, we actually went to a nice lunch right by the water at a nice restaurant, and just enjoyed a nice and peaceful day. And I had planned to do a walk a little bit earlier, but when my lady and I got back home, we were talking for like about an hour or so. And we were talking about the business, and we were talking about money and the future and all of that. There were a couple of people that were walking a little bit faster behind me, so I'm just letting them pass. But yeah, we were talking about, some futuristic things, and, I was just saying, babe, women are expensive. And they are, god dang it, they are. And when you love a woman, when you love someone, you love them unconditionally, and, you do whatever it takes to make them happy, right? And, my lady's been through a lot in her life, and, I just don't want her to go through any more pain. So, it's not that I can't say no to her. I can. But I usually try not to say no to her because, I want her to feel like for the first time in her life, she has someone that truly cares for her, which I do truly care for her. Some people coming off the trail from the other side. I'm just going to wait and turn around. But I have a very interesting story to share here today regarding something that my lady said. And it gave me the idea of the topic of this show. And I got to give it to my lady, she's a very, very smart lady, and, she's got some great thoughts, but sometimes some of the things that she says or feels are just, no disrespect, baby, they're just a bit out there. Hey, same on the flip side. Just because I'm a guy doesn't mean I never say things that aren't way out there. I have. But, women are emotional beings, and they think with their emotions always first, right? And that's when guys will come in and logically process what the lady's saying and say, come on, baby, that's ridiculous, right? I'll get more into what my lady said in just a bit. We're going to wait for some more people to pop on in. Also, feel free to, get your questions, comments, and concerns in the chat. I'm also going to remind people the same thing I mentioned yesterday. I have reduced the restrictions a little bit from Nightbot. Excuse me. I had a nice meal earlier with my lady. We had some really nice grilled cheese sandwiches at this restaurant we went to. Even I could only eat half of the grilled cheese sandwich. It was just incredible. So I'm like, I still feel like I have a little gas in my system and it's still digesting. But anyway, I totally forgot what I was saying. I totally forgot what I was saying. You see, that happens to me too, baby. It happens to the best of us. Just a second here. I'll figure out my train of thought here in just a second. Anyway, I might as well just get right to it because I totally forgot. Just get your questions, comments, and concerns in the chat along the way, and I'll be answering questions as the show goes on. Hey there, baby. Respectfully, maturely, and professionally. How you doing, babe? Welcome to the show. Great to see you here. I guess you're going to hear what I'm going to say because I got a good laugh at it. Anyway, so, my lady and I, we have our moments, don't get me wrong. Like, no relationship is perfect, right? And, no matter how good you're compatible with somebody or how good you are with someone, right, you're going to have your moments. And my lady and I had some moments today. We were talking about finances and, I was talking with her about her spending habits and, blah, 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 things that we could both cut out that would save us some money, right? And, she was also sharing with me, I really wanted to start spending some more time together and doing certain things, and you seem to be more focused on YouTube stuff and this and that. And, I was trying to explain to her that I've been helping her out with her stuff. Even when she's at home during the week, sometimes I'm on a 3-way phone call with her for 2 to 3 hours trying to get her primary care physician switched and helping her with other things. And even when she's not around, like I'm just trying to help her with her stuff. I'm trying to get all my stuff together, and that way when we move in together within a few months or so, everything will be great, right? But, my lady wants to spend more time with me, and I'm saying, baby, I need to spend a little more time running the business too, because I need to make more money to provide for us. My income comes from reinvesting money I made in the past from my insurance business and in the past. And I've got a set amount that I could spend each month. It's kind of hard to explain how investments work. But, we had some unforeseen expenses over the last few months. And, I was talking with her about budgeting and this and that and, cutting back on some things. And, the things that are the most costly are the things that her and I both don't want to cut back on. And so we're trying to compromise, right? And so it got to the point of where I was saying, what's really going on, baby? Like, what's really going on? And she said, all right, I'll tell you how I feel. I'll tell you what I think is really going on. I'll share my thoughts. And I cut her off and I said, let me guess, you're going to tell me the same thing that everybody, most of everybody, not everyone, but a lot of people have told me. My family, some of my family members, other people out here on YouTube, some of my friends. they've told me to stop doing the life coaching thing. That, you know what, this wasn't for me. I'm not cut out for it. It wasn't meant to be, right? So let me spare you the heartache, okay? Is that what you're going to tell me? Because, if that's what it is, which I think it is, because my intuition's pretty spot on, it's not like I haven't heard it before. And she goes, yeah, but there's more to it. She goes, baby, I believe in you. I believe in your purpose. I love what you do. I believe in what you do. But here's the problem. I'm like, there's a problem. Like, where's the problem, baby? She's like, I think you've been burned. I said, what do you mean? I think you've been burned by certain people on this platform, and until certain things stop happening in certain ways, you're going to be burned and blacklisted. Now, I've shared about a show I used to and still watch, the reruns on demand now. There's a show called Burn Notice that was on USA Network over the last 10 years. I used to watch it when it first aired on USA Network in the early 2010s. And stars a guy named Jeffrey Donovan that plays Michael Weston, right? And, I've watched the entire series of Burn Notice like 10 times. I just love that series. And all of a sudden, my lady started to watch Burn Notice a few weeks back. She started to binge watch it because she feels that the star, Jeffrey Donovan, who plays the role of Michael Weston, a burned spy, looks like her favorite athlete, former San Francisco Giant, Buster Posey. So she's got a major crush on Buster Posey. And she feels like Jeffrey Donovan, who plays Michael Weston in the show Burn Notice, they look alike. So my woman is hooked on this show, right? And the show Burn Notice is about a CIA spy. It's about a CIA spy that got wrongfully burned, right? And at the beginning of the show, the theme song is, my name is Michael Weston. I used to be a spy until we got a burn notice on you. You're blacklisted. When you're burned, you've got nothing. No cash, no checks, no credit history. Blah, 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 right? If you've seen Burn Notice, that's how it starts off. My name is Michael Weston. I used to be a spy until we got a burn notice on you, right? So my lady, who's been watching Burn Notice, this is how funny. I love women. Don't get me wrong. I love women, right? Don't get me wrong. I love you, baby, but you're... God, this chick entertains the shit out of me, man. My baby's like, baby, I think you've been burned from YouTube. I think you've been burned from YouTube. I'm like, baby, like a CIA spy being burned? Yeah, that kind of burn from YouTube? I'm about to fall on my face right now. I'm a funny girl, she says in the chat. Wow. I'll just change the theme song to Burn Notice and say, my name is Elias Melas, and I used to be a YouTuber until YouTube reached out to me and said, we got a burn notice on you. You're blacklisted from creating on the platform. Baby, according to Team YouTube, I have not been burned, because you see the bottom of my chat, baby, has a $sign. That means that we're a part of the YouTube partner program on 2 channels, not just this one, on 2 channels. So there's no way I've been burned or blacklisted from YouTube. But I understand what you meant by that. I get what you meant by that, babe. You're saying that, and we're going to talk about this, because you're saying that the actions and behaviors of 2 or 3 other people on this platform and what they've done, you feel it has successfully burned me, and until they go away, that I'm going to be burned on the YouTube platform. I saw you, Casey. Hello, welcome to the show. We'll get to you in a second. And I told my lady earlier before I came out on this walk, and I said, you know what, babe? The only person that can burn me is myself. The only person that can burn me is myself. Hi, Casey says, respectfully, maturely, and professionally. Casey says, hey, Eli, I hope you and your lady had a great weekend. Oh, we did. We were having a phenomenal weekend, Casey, until she came out and told me that she feels that I've been burned like a burned CIA spy on the YouTube platform. My lady feels I've been burned and blacklisted from YouTube. And not by YouTube, by other people, by other creators. I had to talk about this. And I'm talking about it in a comical way because it all stems back to one thing. This is a perfect example of this stemming back to one thing. And that one thing is this. The only opinion of yourself that matters is your own. I told my lady that. I said, baby, when are you going to finally understand that the only opinion of yourself that truly matters is your own? Because when you finally understand that, nothing will bother you. Now, it doesn't mean to be selfish. You can value other people's opinions if you choose to, but when you have the outlook and the mindset of the only opinions that really matter are your own, any other opinion you choose to value is your choice. You get to choose what opinions you value or not. So in essence, no one can burn me or anyone else on the YouTube platform or anywhere else but themselves. I'm the only one that can burn myself from YouTube. That's all up to me. And it depends on how I show up and what I do, right? And whether I'm consistent or not, right? And if I just keep moving forward, no matter what anyone says or does, I ain't burned. Like a CIA spy. We got a family coming with bikes. I'm going to wait for them to pass on by. Let's just wait. We got 16 people here. Most of those people that are here are people from the group that my lady feels is burning me. Because they have nowhere else to go and they still want to watch my content. It's just comical. It's all good. The sun's going down, baby. You see that? You see how close the sun is to going underneath that mountain or behind that mountain? I got to get up these walks sooner because it's getting darker earlier. And unless they adjust permanent daylight savings time, which I believe that's going to happen here in California, it's going to start getting darker like at 6 and then 5 o'clock soon. We're getting to that time of year. It is beautiful, says my lady. That is beautiful, says Holly. Hauntings and happenings. How you doing, Holly? Welcome to the show. Hey, Casey, says Holly. Eli, this is one way to get people to watch. Put that as your title. Well, here's the thing, Holly. I'm glad you mentioned that. Yeah, it's a good title. It's a catchy title, right? Hi, RMP, says Casey. Hello to everyone. I get what you're saying, and it does seem kind of clickbaity-ish, right? And it seems kind of like a drama title, right? But here's the thing. It's actually what happened. Like, I don't talk about things that don't happen. My lady actually had a conversation with me in a serious fashion and said that she feels that I'm being burned, that I've been burned on YouTube, like a burn notice, like CIA spy being burned, right? You know what that is. That means you've been blacklisted. That means everybody knows you're a spy and you can't spy anymore or else they'll kill you, right? Let me move off to the other side here. But I get it. I get how it comes off. And Holly, yeah, I understand from a marketing standpoint, the title's brilliant, but the bottom line is it's actually what happened. Like I don't have, there's no need for me to ever clickbait because I just speak about things as they happen, right? So I made a deal with my lady, and my lady's actually here today. No disrespect taken. No disrespect. It's funny, actually. I thought it was funny, too. You know, Holly, I don't know if you've been here since the beginning of the show, but my lady, I was saying my lady is comical. My lady is fucking funny. Like, my lady entertains the shit out of me with some of the things that she talks about. Like, don't get me wrong, I get where she's coming from. She's a smart woman. But some of the things that she says. And I'm not going to get into too much detail because, you know, she mentioned certain reasons why she feels I'm being burned. And if you've been following me for a while, you could probably put two and two together. I don't want to get into it, right? Right? I mean, she feels certain people based on, you know, things they're doing and have done, right? And until they can completely stop doing certain things, you know, I'm like burned like a CIA spy, right? I'm burned on YouTube like a burned CIA spy. And it kind of threw me back for a second, right? And then I'm like, that's ridiculous, baby. The only person that can burn me on YouTube is myself, right? Only opinion on myself that really matters is my own, right? I'm still monetized. We're monetized on 2 channels. We have clean channels. We make great content, right? And we're rebuilding with great people, right? And here's the thing, guys. You know, I love my woman. I respect my woman, and I feel she respects me too. But let me tell you something. My woman is the perfect example of a woman that needs a strong man. And my woman's the kind of woman that will shit test me till the day I die to see if I'm strong enough to be with her. You don't do it on purpose, baby, but here's the thing. You do it because you need a strong man, because you're a strong woman. And it takes a very strong man to be with you and understand you, right? So I get it. I totally get it. Wow to what? Oh, some people tried to stroke my ego to make me some kind of hero in a movie. Let me tell you, that was hilarious to me also. That's a story for another day. Wow. Oh, are you wowing Holly's story, baby? Some people have no sense of morals or ethics. Well, you know, Holly, anyone with a mod range, feel free to share your channels in here every time you come in here. Moderators, you have my blessing to share your channels or anyone else's channel links in the chat. Yeah, freedom of reign. I love you, mods. I trust you. That's very interesting, Holly. And, you know, like I've been saying, and interesting, there are 20 people here right now, 10 thumbs up, and only a few chatting. That's just comical to me. But, you know, I've been talking a lot about morals, values, and ethics lately, Holly, and I've been talking about money over morality or morality over money, right? And the majority of people, Holly, are going to choose money over morality, right? The majority of people are going to choose money over morality, even though they know that what they're doing is morally wrong, and they may not really want to do it. Sometimes when money talks, when people are in dire need of money, they do whatever it takes to make that money, right? No matter how morally wrong or right it is. And myself, along with my lady and many others here, will always choose morality over money no matter what. I don't care if I'm on my last dime and I'm going to be out in the cold on the street. I'm not going to do something that goes against my morals, values, and ethics just to make a dime. I won't do that. That's not me. I wonder if I'm going to make it off the trail before it gets totally dark. I'm trying to blitz to the end as quickly as possible. We are at 25 minutes. This is probably the fastest I've walked this trail in a while. I'm trying to get my 3.5 miles in before the sun goes down, before it gets dark. Coach J-Ron, welcome to the show. Stopping in to say hi, brother. Welcome to the show. Yeah, J-Ram, you can let GLM know. She's been on band here. Also, Nightbot has been set to lessen the penalties of infractions, because I know sometimes, a mistake is made by Nightbot. So the first infraction is still going to be 5 seconds. Second infraction is only going to be 15 seconds. So no one will be timed out any longer than 15 seconds. And if we get some people in here that are true, spammers or trolls and shit, we'll be able to block them. Hello, Wendy. How are you doing? Wendy, you keep going back and forth, drama or not. To what do we deserve your presence today for? Yeah, hi Wendy. Yes, you're not blocked on this account. I just know, Wendy, you've come in here before, you've been real nice, and then you go to other channels and talk shit about me. And so I'm kind of wondering where you stand with that. So like honestly, I ain't looking for any drama. I'm looking for positive and uplifting people, right? And maybe you're here because there's no rebroadcast happening tonight. I don't know. I don't care. But honestly, let me know where you stand. Because we want no drama here. And I believe Wendy is still a part of the Howard Stern show. I hope that's going well for you, Wendy. I have not listened to or watched the Howard Stern show in quite some time. Used to watch it religiously, but then it moved to Sirius XM satellite radio, and it's been a while. And I'm not willing to subscribe to Sirius XM just for that show. Now, maybe I might subscribe to Sirius XM one day, because I'll tell you that the quality of music on satellite radio is way better than streaming services that has highly compressed music. So who knows? But Wendy says, I really like you, love you, I'm your biggest fan, yes, we're going well. Well, that's great. GLM, please stop using excessive symbols. Failure to comply will keep getting you timed out and possibly removed. GLM, yeah, so I turned on Nightbot to make people aware of what they're being timed out for. The first infraction is 5 seconds. Each infraction after that's only 15 seconds. And people that are unintentionally violating things will be allowed to stay, and will only be timed out for a maximum 15 seconds. And then real trolls will be banned. So, my lady says, hi GLM and hi JROM. Hi GLM, that was Nightbot. It's excessive symbols is what it is. So Nightbot is, I turned on Nightbot again to put the reason why people. Sorry, I used 2 emojis, I apologize. Well, I have, that's weird. I have Nightbot set to not, time somebody out until they get like 8 emojis in there. So I don't know why. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why Maybe, she's been to other channels and used more emojis, and maybe other channels have Nightbot. I don't know why. Hi, R, M, and P, G, T, S, Y. Good to see you. Got 13 thumbs up, 17 in the box. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, so like I was saying earlier, the only person that can burn you from YouTube or social media is yourself, right? And it's the same thing as saying, oh, I've been canceled, right? No, the only person that can cancel you on social media is myself. You know how many times people have tried to cancel me? Many, 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 many times. And, I keep coming back. I keep coming back no matter how many people try to tell me there are other things I should be doing, or I wasn't meant to do this, or YouTube's not for me, or life coaching's not for me. I keep coming back, and so should you, if you truly believe in yourself like I do, right? Again, no one can burn me but myself. No one can cancel me but myself. I'm helping him. I'm proud, Eli. You are learning the acronyms. LOL, says Holly. My lady says, I'm helping him. GLM says, hit the thumbs up, folks. Good job at RMP. Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Good job, RMP, says Holly's Hauntings and Hauntings. Oh, sorry, Holly's Hauntings and Happenings. Sorry. I repeated the same word. So what's going on in everyone's neck of the woods here? What questions can I answer? What are you folks struggling with? What do you folks need help with personally and professionally? How's your weekend been going? If you have any YouTube stories you want to share, whether you're a YouTuber or a content consumer or half and half, maybe I'm more of a consumer, but I do some YouTube content every now and then as a hobby. Share your thoughts. What have you been up to lately? What do you enjoy about this platform? What do you not enjoy about the platform? What do you enjoy about social media? What do you not like about social media? What do you love about the modern world? What don't you love about the modern world? Let's have a little discussion here. We got another 45 minutes or so, even though the sun's going down. Holly's Hauntings and Happenings with the 3 happy emojis. Holly says, this is a hoot tonight. Casey says, just got back from a 2-mile walk around the track at my son's middle school. Fixing to jump in the shower, so I'll hop back on when I'm done. Well, Casey, congratulations to you. When you get back, remind me of that. Because if you don't hear me respond here, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. You got out there and you took that first step. That's all it takes. You took that first step. Taking that first step is what matters the most. And I'll tell you when it's going to really hit you, Casey. It's going to really hit you when you lose that 30 pounds. And you get down to about 145. When you lose that 30 pounds, after being consistent, you're going to be like, shit, man, this shit does work. And I know you're very smart, don't get me wrong. I'm not questioning your intelligence. But when you see the results, you're going to see it change your life. And I'm not saying you don't already love yourself, but you're going to love yourself much more. And because of that, your man's going to love you even more than he already does. I'll tell you, when you lose that 30 pounds, Even though you've got a good life already, your life's going to get even 10 times better. I promise you on that. Because you're going to love yourself more than you do. Congrats, Casey, says Holly. Thanks, I knew you'd be proud, LL, so I had to jump on and tell you. I know I feel good. I feel like I could have walked another 2, but it got dark and there were no lights there. Respectfully, maturely, and professionally. Great job, Casey. We are so proud and excited for this journey. So let me get this straight, baby. So there's a burn notice on me out here on YouTube, right, baby? The CEO of YouTube is a woman, baby. Her name is Susan Wojcicki. Susan Wojcicki will be like, look out, look out, look out. There's a burn notice on former YouTuber Elias, Melas, Coach Eli. We got a burn notice on him. He's blacklisted from the platform. Holly's hauntings and happenings. Burn, baby, burn. LOL. I gotta tell you, honestly, I've never met a funnier woman in my life. My woman. And you know what they say about those women that are a little crazy? They're great in bed, too, you know? You're good at that, baby. Baby, you're good at a lot of things. You know what I mean? Really, babe? Babe, I gotta have fun with this. I gotta have fun with this because the whole point of me doing this show, baby, was to show people that no matter what anyone says about you, even your own girlfriend, who you love, your family, your friends, no matter what, if you believe in yourself and what you're doing, you keep pushing forward. You keep pushing forward, you find a way. You find a way to make shit happen. I mean, after that conversation, baby, I could have just said, oh, screw it. I don't feel good about myself. I feel, shitty. I feel down. My woman's talking smack about me. And I could have said, oh, I'm going to go walk, right? But I got out here and I'm walking. I'm walking 3.5 miles and doing a show. And that's the whole point. That's the whole point of this. Is to just keep moving forward. No matter what. If you believe in yourself and you believe in what you're trying to create and what you're trying to do to help people, right? Just keep moving forward. No matter what. We've actually got people at the observation deck. All right, we are at 38 minutes. I'm about to get to the end here and then turn around. I'm going to turn and burn. Turn and burn, baby, because soon it's going to get a little bit less bright. The auto exposure, low light compensation will kick in on the 12 Pro Max. And then it'll get so dark that you can't even see me. But what's cool, I've been on this trail when it's been dark before. There's enough surrounding light to where you can even walk on it dark. I just would prefer not to. And I want you folks to be able to see me. And honestly, I think doing shows during this time of the night is cool because you're seeing the sun go down and you're able to see some beautiful shots here. Now, I wish there was a way to broadcast in 4K from a mobile live stream, but that would just suck up too much bandwidth. Or even 1080p. They only broadcast at 720p. But it's still clear enough to the point of where you can see it. That's gorgeous. Yeah, you see it, baby? You need a sense of humor in a relationship, and you need to have a balance in your relationship. Sometimes serious moments, sometimes happy, etc. Well, here's the thing, Holly. This is something that really affects a lot of relationships. I'm going to talk about it here in a second once these people walk on by. All right. My lady says, amen, Holly. Here's the thing. Sometimes, when you're in a relationship, you have unexpected things that happen. Sometimes a lot of unexpected things happen in a row that happen to be very costly financially. And that's what's happened to my lady and I lately. There have been some things that have happened unexpectedly that have cost us a decent amount of money. And so, I've been trying to communicate with my lady and say, hey, look, we got to cut back somewhere. Where can we cut back on? Right? And then you want to spend more time with me. So that means less time to try and make more money, right? Even if I went out to get another job outside of YouTube to make more money, I need to take time away from you to do that. The thing that I was struggling with my lady, and I'm trying to be as loving and caring as possible. It's like she wants to spend more time with me and spend more money spending more time with me when the money's kind of stretched thin right now, right? And I say this respectfully, right? This is an example because a lot of couples go through this, right? Right? And you just have to communicate it. You just have to meet each other halfway and get each other to understand that, hey, there may be some periods of time where it's not that we don't want to spend time together, but we might have less time together, because we have to work harder to pay off unexpected debts before they get out of hand, right? And that's all, That's always a challenge. Because I'm the kind of guy, when I love a woman, look, you don't want to overly spoil your woman, right? But when you love a woman, you want to just basically at least help her take care of the things that she enjoys, right? Do nice things for her that she enjoys, right? And certain things that women enjoy are very, very costly. And that's why, if you look at the cost of living as a man compared to living as a woman, it costs like 2 to 3 times more to live as a woman than as a man. Men are much more simple than women, right? And again, it's not that I'm trying to take things away from my lady. I'm not saying you guys should take things away from your lady. But when you have unexpected expenses, you need to communicate with each other and scale back for a few months so you both can catch up and get ahead again, right? And that's all. That's all I was trying to communicate with my lady. And I think she understands it. And I think we're all good. And that's how, this whole thing started, right? And we share our stories with you folks in real time because we want you to know that we're a real couple. We're real people. We're going through the real deal, right? And if we can't be real with you about what we go through, then how can we expect you to trust us to help you with what you're going through, right? No time at home, says my lady. Finances is what breaks up a relationship at times, but you have to be strong enough to not let finances affect you emotionally. Well, that's what I'm trying to get my lady to understand. That you hit the nail on the head, Holly. You hit the nail on the head, right? Because, Holly, you've been emotional many times too. And my lady is very emotional, okay? And I get it. I totally get it. I understand it, right? And for me, it's not about the fact that I don't want to give whatever I can to my lady, no matter what it costs. It's just, hey, if I don't have the resources to do it, if I'm stretched thin at the moment, let's see here. Let's be clear. I wanted to watch a movie last night at home for free, but he wanted to do a show at 9 p.m. Pacific last night. I just wanted 2.5 hours. And I was going to give that to you, baby. Here's the thing. This is the thing that I try to get you to understand, and I'm trying to get everyone to understand. We need to all, men and women need to learn to better understand each other, right? When I'm helping you with your stuff throughout the week, and I'm on the phone with you for 2 to 3 hours a day to help you out, changing your primary care physician and helping you with other things, that takes time away from me running my business to make more money, right? And again, I'm trying to say this respectfully because I love you, right? But that's how it's been the past few weeks. Right? Even during the weeks, I spent more time helping you with your things. And by the time I got to doing my things, like I would do a walk and then I couldn't create any more content for the main channel or do another show for this channel to further the business because I was so tired between my walk and the other things I was helping you with, and I've helped my family with estate stuff, right? So what I'm saying is that, yes, I feel that couples like, even including us, should take that time and watch movies and spend time together, right? But it has to be a balance, and it has to be a balance both ways, baby. It can't just be me being the one to balance things out. You got to do your part to balance things out too. To balance things out, right? It has to be a two-way street, a two-way balancing act. All right? And I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I've kind of felt, and I've wanted to do this. I'm not complaining. I've been focusing a lot more energy to try to help get your health situation taken care of because that's top priority. When it comes to health, I drop everything for health. But even when you drop everything to, like in our case, for me to help you find the right doctors to get your health back on track, that takes time away from what I'm supposed to be doing to make money. So I got to make up for that and take away from somewhere else, right? See, you're not counting when I'm helping you get a new doctor and stuff and spending that time on the phone, even when we're not in the same room, when you're at your place and I'm at mine. That counts as spending time together in my eyes. In your eyes, it doesn't, right? But that to me counts as spending time together, right? See, that's where I think the disconnect is at, right? And that's why I'm burning out and don't have time to even run the business to make more money. That's all I'm saying. I'm just keeping it real. This is a real time, real life thing here. And don't get me wrong, my lady and I are good people. I love her. We're all good. But we're showing with you folks in real time what happens in relationships, right? And how we handle it, right? And we may not even agree fully, but we're going to compromise and find a solution. So here's the solution that we made. Here's the solution that we made. I told her, I'm going to go walk. I'm going to do a topic on your funny thing about me being burned on YouTube, babe. That's the funniest thing I've heard anyone ever say. Like, that was funny, right? And then I'm going to come home. We're going to watch a movie. And then we're going to take a bath. And then I'm going to show you. And then we're going to move to the bedroom. We're going to watch a movie in the living room. Then we're going to take a bath and move to the bedroom. And we're going to watch a 1-hour Gary Vee video, which will explain this much more clearly and from a different perspective besides myself. And I'll even share that Gary Vee video on my community tab here on Coach Eli 2 and my main channel, Coach Eli Elias Melas, a little later this evening. Watch that 1-hour video. It'll change your life. It's going to sound very similar to what I've been saying, but from someone that's a heck of a lot more successful currently than I am. So maybe you folks will, understand things a little better that I say when you hear it from someone that's been doing it longer than me. I get where you're coming from too, RMP. Hey Rosie, how you doing? Welcome to the show. It's great to see you here. He could have done a show after the movie. Well, I would have been too tired by then, and I honestly thought yesterday, babe, that you were still recovering from the second COVID booster shot. You were sleeping on the couch, so I just said, fine, I'll do a show. Not a big deal. Like, for me, it's like, look, I'm really chilling, laid back, right? If my woman is not tired and wants to hang out, wants to make out, wants to make love, screw, however you want to say it, wants to go out and take a walk, wants to go to dinner, I'm cool with it. I'm cool doing whatever. You just have to be up to it. And there are times, because of your medical conditions, till we get them under control with your new doctors, there are times where you just don't seem to be up to it. And it's not your fault. But we're getting you the help. And once you get the help, it's gonna make things a lot better. Trust me. And I gotta say, you know what? I appreciate you being here tonight, babe, to support this show. It was a very important show to support. And this is one of the more realistic shows that we do. This is what I think, baby, people buy into. They buy into real reality stuff, not the fake reality stuff. This is real. Look, I'm not here to sugarcoat anything. This is not scripted. I do this shit day by day. I do this on the fly. I come up with a new topic every time I go live from a walk or the studio or whenever I do a pre-recorded video. And I share exactly how I feel in real time. And so does my lady. That's what we do here. We're at 52 minutes. Wow. 52 minutes. Oh, we still have some light. But we got a boogie woogie oogie before the sun goes completely down. Anyway, I just figured this would be an interesting topic. We had like 20 people here initially. And they came here thinking that, oh, there's trouble in paradise. Oh, no, it's just, it's just the same old Eli. Yeah, it's same old Eli. And you're the same old people that say you don't like me, but you watch my content all the time. And when it's not available anywhere else, you watch it here. What's so funny? That's the truth, isn't it, Holly? All right? That's like what my lady was saying earlier. And I get where she's coming from, saying, oh, these people have burned you. You got a burn notice from this group of people that keep creating content on you, right? And then you got one guy paying them to do that. And so until they stop doing that, you have a burn notice on you. No, I don't. They can do that all they want. I don't care. I've been glorifying them doing it for the last several months. I could care less. But I get where my lady's coming from, because most people would not have stuck around long enough, like I did, to figure out what was happening and to turn it around, to not let it get to me. So now I can share with you folks how to deal with similar things in the future, right? And again, I'll say, no one can burn you on YouTube, or no one can cancel you on YouTube besides yourself. I was using it as an example, like a metaphor, right? You were using it like a metaphor, right, baby? You were speaking metaphorically. Yes, baby, I was. Yes. Come on, baby. Baby, last night you and I were watching that show, Snake in the Grass. Like, my lady's watching this show now, this other real or fake reality, whatever, drama shit show, right? You know, it's called Snake in the Grass, right? God, my lady loves drama. All women love drama. God dang it, man. I hate fucking drama. I hate drama. I hate drama. But women just love drama because it elevates their emotions. High, low, high, low, high, low. I gotta feel my emotions like a roller coaster all day, right? And men just want to be like, baby, I just want to chill to the next episode, right? Come on, right? So we're watching this episode last night of Snake in the Grass, right? And my lady told me the concept of the show, right? She goes, the producers tell one of them that they're the snake. I have my wrestling, so I get it. My lady says yes. Okay, sorry, I already said that a second ago, right? So my lady tells me the concept is the producers tell one of the contestants they're the snake in the grass. And they got to play it off. And they got to play it off like they're not, so they don't get figured out. And the host of the show is one of my lady's favorite, podcast hosts, a guy named Bobby Bones, right? Bobby Bones, right, baby? And so I was watching half of the show, and then I went off to the other room and did something, right? But I said, baby, I have a feeling that this guy, the biggest guy, because there were a couple small guys, a couple, and there were a couple of women, and then a really big guy, right? And I'm like, the big guy is just really, really overly nice. I bet you he's a snake in the grass, right? And my woman thought it was somebody else, right? She says, correct, Bobby Bones, yeah. Right? So I go to the other room. She's watching the show. She comes over to me and goes, baby, your intuition's always right. Baby, your instinct and your intuition's always right. I'm like, what? She goes, the big guy was the snake in the grass. I'm like, and humbly speaking, I never try to show off or say I'm all that, but I do have good instinct and intuition for a man. Most men don't have that. I've got the intuition and instinct of a woman, which is a good thing. Because as a man, if you have that, like you can read things, long before most other men can read things, right? So I just had that instinct and that intuition. And it just blew my woman's mind away. Have you seen the one with the cook that sabotaging other dishes? Are you talking Hell's Kitchen? Are you talking about Gordon Ramsay? Oh, no. You're talking about the mafia dude. I know who you're talking about, Holly. Yeah, actually, that's called Bar Rescue. You're talking about Bar Rescue, right? Baby, have you seen that show? That's a show we should watch on demand. I actually like that show. Because that Bar Rescue guy, he's like a mob dude. He's like a jerk, but he gets things done. He's good. Yeah, Holly, you're talking about Bar Rescue, right? It's getting a little bit darker now. It's all good. The auto exposure is kicking in, low light compensation. You can still see me, that's all that matters. Got 13 in the box, 16 thumbs up. Thank you so much for being here. Please smash the thumbs up. Let's get it up to 20 thumbs up. Content will be back in full force this week. No, it's a newer show. Let me find the title of it. Oh, okay. They should have named Survivor Snake in the Grass. Yeah, probably. Well, Survivor was the initial show of that style, right? It was the initial, challenging show, right? Then they came out with Naked and Afraid. Let's take the Survivor concept and put people out in the middle of the jungle with no clothes and one item they can each bring, right? So you went from Survivor to Naked and Afraid. Then you've got Big Brother. You've got all these other shows. It's just one. I mean, some of them are okay, but most of them are just fake reality shit shows that are amped up for attention and the ability to sell commercials, right? That's all it is. Rat in the kitchen? I've never heard of that. Baby, have you heard of that if you're still around? It's a beautiful night. I'll tell you. I think I'm going to take All right. Give me a second. When I took my shades off, my headset popped off. I can't get it back on. All right, you should be able to hear me again. Sorry about that, folks. I wanted to take my shades off because the sun has gone almost all the way down. The sunset is happening right now. And it's going to be getting dark in about 15 to 20 minutes. So I got a boogie, woogie, oogie. 11 people here, 18 thumbs up. Thank you so much for being here. Lots more content is coming to both channels this week. I love a Cali sunset. Yeah, you were out here with Anna, J-Rom, over the last few weeks or so. You were probably traveling through here on the way to Vegas or something, or maybe you came here from Vegas, one way or the other. Did you come across I-10 or I-80? You probably came across I-10. Stopped off in Vegas. Vegas is, I believe, off the 15. And then maybe you cut across through Bakersfield, Highway 58 to I-5 and come up that way. Yeah, no, you drive truck, so you drive a truck, so you know you gotta go where the loads are at. But yeah, it's interesting to hear the routes that you would take. And a lot of those freeways I've been on, I mean, there's nothing but, lots and lots of desert and land. But honestly, I still love those drives because there aren't a lot of distractions and you can just clear your head and think, right? Holly's Huntings and Happenings. Hey Ram, that was some stream you had. I only caught the very last part where you were playing funny clips of Eli. That's wonderful. Wow. It's a little bit blurry. I don't know why it's so blurry. Oh, the autofocus. That's what it was. The autofocus wasn't doing that well in the clouds. I came out 10 to San Fran. Then went up north Cali. Out to Montana, then Vegas, got married on our way to Bakersfield. Oh, so you came across the 10 and probably cut across 58 to 5 and went up that way. Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, 10 will take you either to Southern California, or you cut across 58 through Bakersfield, and then you go up 5. You go up to 5 to 580, and then you get into San Francisco. That way, 580 takes you to 80, etc. It's kind of crazy to navigate around Northern California. There are a bunch of turnoffs, but yeah, now the auto exposure is really, really struggling as it's getting darker. I'll just put it on me. The auto exposure was really, really suffering with very low light. I wonder if the 14 Pro Max does a better job at it. I'm hearing the 15 Pro Max might be the first iPhone that has USB-C. And they'll finally allow transfers of greater than USB 2.0 speeds, which is 480 megabits or 60 megabytes a second. With 4K file sizes, it shouldn't take like half an hour to transfer a large, 4K file from your iPhone. But still to this day, iPhones are limited to 480 megabits to USB 2.0 data transfer speed, but they can create video files. I believe the new iPhone up to 8K now. Mine goes up to 4K. USB-C is great. You'll love it. Well, I mean, I'm using a USB-C to Lightning charger to get super fast charging speeds. But even the Samsungs, like my lady's Samsung, USB-C to USB-C, even charges faster. The iPhones are always a little bit behind with certain things. But what I do like about the iPhones is they're very, very durable. They're very, very, very durable. They're made from great, great materials. I'm not saying Samsungs aren't, but iPhones are made with top-notch materials. Yep, all that, LOL. I just set the DVR for Rat in the Kitchen. You set my DVR, huh? That's great. Yeah, no, everything's going USB-C. Everything on my laptop is USB-C. And when I got my new laptop a little over a year ago, I had to get a lot of, conversion kits, USB-A to C. And, whenever there's a transition period, it kind of, Nightbot just, I don't know why they timed you out. Give me a second. All right, we're back live. We are back live. Yeah, I don't know what you said, J-Rom. Nightbot timed you out. You can try to say it again with a word that is not thought of. I don't even know. Did they give a reason? J-Rom, you are attempting to use a block word on this channel. All right, yeah. He said they are great. He just doesn't like the proprietary software. Yeah, I don't know why that would be considered a block word. I don't know why. I've got to look into that. Yeah, no, I understand the proprietary software. For me, I haven't had any issues because I don't really do anything overly fancy on my iPhone. I just need it to work and have the apps that I need. But there is a little more flexibility with the Androids and the Samsungs. When it comes to USB-C, at first I was like, man, this kind of sucks. The plugs are smaller, so that means they're going to be less durable. But the truth of the matter is, I've grown to love USB-C. Because here's the thing. The truth of the matter is, Apple had a big part in the technology because Apple, they created the lightning cable before USB-C came out over 10 years ago. They wanted to create an easy plug to charge your phone, to transfer data and to power your phone that you could plug in on either side. Because USB-A, you can only go on one side. It's a thicker USB-A, cable, right? So Apple did, they created the lightning cable. They've been using it. They still use it now for iPhone 14, but I think 15 is going to be C finally, USB-C, right? Well, USB-C, I've grown to love it. You could use it on either side, and it is strong, and it's lighter, and USB 3.1 allows up to 100 watts of power delivery. Now USB 4.0 that's coming out, or I believe it's out now, allows up to 240 watts of power delivery over USB-C. So the main thing about USB-C is power delivery through a USB-C cord. And if you haven't noticed, everything now that's being powered is getting powered through USB-C. Why? Because it also typically requires data because everything in the home now is going to be, you know, digital and controlled digitally through the internet and your smartphones and shit like that. Data transfer is faster on USB-C too. Yeah. No, it absolutely is. It absolutely is. Well, it depends on the USB version. Like USB 3.0 was 5 gigabits. USB 3.2, which is what I have on my laptop, is 10 gigabits. But I also have Thunderbolt 3, which can go up to 20 gigabits. But I don't transfer anything at that fast speed. Because most things, like my external hard drive is USB 3.0. The fastest I can transfer is at about 2 gigabits per second. That's because of the limitations of the hard drive. Because external drives, most of them are not solid state, so they're not as fast as solid state drives. So, but yeah, a whole lot of benefit for USB-C, and who knows, maybe sometime down the road, I'll do a video on that. But anyway, yeah, it's getting pretty dark. You can see behind me, it's a beautiful, beautiful sunset. Like, I'm just looking back here. I can charge my phone from dead to full in 28 minutes. You must have like a 65 watt power adapter or something, or 96 watt power adapter. And I think the newer Samsungs allow you to charge at that speed. My lady has the Galaxy S20, and it does 25 watts. I use the same charger for my 12 Pro Max. It does a maximum of 22 watts. She can charge her phone fully in about an hour and 20 minutes or so from zero, and I can charge mine in about an hour and 50 minutes because Apple will slow you down. The S22 Ultra, yeah. To do it that fast, you've got to probably have like a 96 watt power adapter. Me too, Rom. Yeah, you got to have a USB-C like 96 watt power adapter, and your phone has to allow the battery to be constantly charged at that rate. The problem is when you're pumping in 96 watts of power to charge a battery that fast, your phone's going to get really, really hot. So they've probably figured out some kind of cooling mechanism, you know. But yeah, my iPhone, I keep it charged. Like even when I'm on the trail right now, I've got an external battery plugged into it because, you know, I don't want to keep wearing down the battery. You know, the more you keep the phone plugged in, the longer the battery life is before you have to replace the battery, and it's, you know, costs you like $75-$80 to replace the battery. Mine never gets hot. Well, that's good. That's good. 30 minutes charging time from 0 to 100. Wow, that's I mean, I've seen one phone do that with a 96 watt power adapter, but that's insanely fast. And then it depends how big the battery is, like 5,000 milliamp battery or something like that. I never let mine usually go below 60%. And then I plug it in and it takes under an hour to charge. It's no big deal. When I'm on my desk, I have a wireless charger. I always keep my phone charging throughout the day. So it's more so plugged in or on a wireless charger than just sitting there with no power into it, running off a battery. Got 19 thumbs up, 12 people here. Thank you so much for being here. It's a beautiful night here. Beautiful night. And yeah, the phone's doing a great job with the low light right now because it's actually a little bit darker than it appears. So, quite impressed. But, you know, I hear that the new iPhone 14s from what I've seen in the videos. They aren't that much of a big update between the iPhone 13, the iPhone 12 and 13. What the 13 and 14 have that the 12 don't have is Pro Motion, 128 hertz, smooth scrolling, which the Samsungs have had for a while. It's called Pro Motion. But it's not worth the update just for that. And I've been on a 30-month plan on this phone. And so I've got another maybe 7 months worth of payments or something, and then this phone is paid off. And who knows? I may just trade it in and get the iPhone 15 next year. I'm definitely gonna wait to update until the iPhones go to USB-C, because I'm really tired of this USB 2.0 Lightning port transferring data at only USB 2.0 480 megabit speeds, which is like 60 megabytes a second. So every time I record a 4K video, or I do batch recording for 2 hours, and it's a 60 gig file, it takes like half an hour to transfer from my phone to my laptop. And I mean, that's not incredibly slow for 60 gigabytes, but with technology nowadays, you'd figure these phones would be using at least USB 3.0 to get 5 gigabits of transfer speed, which would significantly increase it over USB 2.0. So that's been a big major complaint by iPhone users. You'd like the S22 Ultra. The camera shoots up to 8K, 30 frames per second. And the video editing software is awesome, and the stylus built in is nice. Yeah. I don't know how 8K is going to pan out in the real world, though. It's like, I mean, I do 4K whenever possible. But 8K, I mean, to process 8K, I mean, processing 4K video with a fast i9 laptop like I have, 64 gigs of RAM and all that shit, right? It still takes time. I mean, 8K would literally take twice that. It would take forever just to process a short clip in 8K. I mean, the quality would be spectacular, but most people don't even have 8K TVs. And most phones, the resolution, is not even 4K on your phone. Like most phones have like the iPhone's like 2700 by 16 something or 14 something, if I remember correctly. It's barely above 1080p resolution, so it's like it wouldn't really even make a difference. And a lot of people are saying the naked eye really can't see that huge of a difference past like 4K. It makes a difference on my 4K TV. Yeah, on the 4K TV. Okay, yeah. Well, also you gotta look at a lot of that, the 8K video shot on phones. Unless you shoot it in RAW, it's compressed. So 8K may compress down to uncompressed 4K, so that may look better on your TV. That's probably what's happening. But all that stuff is, all this video we use nowadays, it's compressed. Because uncompressed, the files will be 10 times bigger. Anyway, we're about to wrap it up. Get your final questions, comments, and concerns in the chat. We're going to be going off the air really soon. It's been a beautiful night here. We're at 79 minutes. An hour and 19 minutes. I did the trail pretty quickly, and I'm getting off right before it gets dark. This is just nice. Nice time of the night here. Just a beautiful night. Yeah, I'm just really impressed at how far technology has come. Show the beauty here for a second. Nice breeze. Yeah. All right, folks, get your questions, comments, concerns in the chat. We'll be going off the air in about 5 minutes or less. And baby, I'm all yours tonight. We're going to watch a movie, take a bath, and then watch that Gary Vee video. It's very important that we watch that. I'll share that Gary Vee video on my community tab here on Coach Eli 2 Authentic Live Streams, and also on my main channel, Coach Eli, Elias, Melas. More content hopefully coming to the main channel this week. I think I've caught up on my rest and everything else to the point of where we're going to start getting some more content coming out. All right. Yeah, there was some lady that was waiting for me to pass on by. I don't know, she's waiting for some people to come on by. I think she was wondering what I'm doing. Well, I'm live on the air. It's all good. All right. 14 people here. 20 thumbs up. Before we get going, folks, if you'd like to donate to help sponsor the content my lady and I are creating here on Coach Eli 2 and on my main channel, Coach Eli, Elias, Melas, you can do so in one of many ways. Before we go off the air, you can make a super chat or super sticker. You can also donate by a Cash App or PayPal. Nightbot's been sharing my Cash App and PayPal links every 7 minutes in the chat. On PayPal, you can go to paypal.me/Coach Eli. And on Cash App, you can go to $TheRealCoach Eli. And just know that the majority, well, the donations here are split pretty much 50-50 between my lady and I. She does get her fair share because I'm a fair dude, and she's helped me grow the channels here. And I really appreciate her, and she's my other half, so she's going to get half of it anyway, so might as well give it to her up front, right? I mean, let's be real about it. But I love her, you know. It's not about that half up front shit before she takes it, right, in divorce, which we're not going to go there, but you know what I'm saying, right? All right, folks, no new messages here. Good night, all, says Holly's Hauntings and Happenings. And I'm going to reset the chat one more time, and we're going to go off the air in just a second. Be right back. All right, we're back live. No new messages. We're going to wrap it up. Thank you to everyone for being here. Thank you to Respectfully, Maturely, Professionally, my lady. Thank you to Holly's Hauntings and Happenings. Thank you to Coach J-Rom. Thank you to... who else was here? Well, anyone else that was here from earlier. Too far to scroll back. Have yourselves a great one. Take care. And as always, be good to each other.